Hello everyone, I'm Lizzie B from Hallowed Be Thy Game. Today we are sharing with you our review of AI, the Somnium Files. This review was written by Ren and is narrated today by me, Lizzie B. Let's check it out. History. Developed by Spike Chunsoft, AI The Somnium Files is a visual novel murder mystery developed for all major consoles and PC. Directed and written by the legendary Kotaro Uchikoshi with iconic character designs from Yusuke Kozaki, AI The Somnium Files makes a distinct mark on the genre and has quickly become one of my all-time favorite stories and ensemble of characters. Story and characters. We begin the tale of AI The Somnium Files by joining Kaname Date and his artificial intelligence companion Aiba. They are attempting to solve a horrific murder, which they feel may be the work of a prolific serial killer. The killer removes the left eye of their victim while they are still alive and then poses them in grotesque scenes to taunt the cops. Date and Aiba are a part of a special task force under the acronym ABISS, or Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. This elite unit is able to dive into the dreams of their subjects to try and uncover clues, either willfully or subconsciously hidden by the individual. These dreamlike trances come at a great risk though. Date and Aiba only have 6 minutes to try and unravel the Alice in Wonderland-like madness of the Somnium in their attempt to solve a borderline unsolvable murder. The tension and mystique of AI The Somnium Files is undoubtedly the best murder mystery I have played in recent memory. This absolutely enthralling tale had me on the edge of my seat at times while reaching for the tissue box at others. Kotaro has outdone himself in this masterclass of storytelling and character dialogue. Date and Aiba are among the best partners I've ever had the privilege of experiencing in a game. Date is a seasoned investigator that can't remember anything beyond the recent 6 years. He has been with Aiba, an artificial intelligence false eye, which links to him telepathically to help him analyze and perform his duties as a detective on the scene. She's able to help look for clues and also see if someone could be lying by using her thermal imaging to see if they're nervous. The world of AI The Somnium Files reflects our own. The people mirror those you might know in real life. It also displays the dark underbelly which exists, unbeknownst to most of us. The character dialogue is also in a league of its own. The English voice cast puts on a clinic for line delivery, which is paired with genuine and oftentimes hilarious dialogue. No joke, I found myself rolling on the floor laughing at times. But make no mistake about it, when the game hits hard emotionally, it pulls no punches. There is a story route in this game that decimated me as a parent. The emotions I felt meant that this game has solidified itself as one of my all-time favorite gaming stories. Yes, it's that good. Now I just mentioned story routes, of which there are many you can take, depending on the choices you make while exploring the dream world, or somnium, of the people you investigate. This is not a game I'd recommend just beating one story route and continuing on. Each route you finish gives you a clue to help you go back and explore the other options, or leads in the investigation. This all culminates in the true ending route, or as I like to call it, the best payoff a story has given me in a long freaking time. Judas Priest, it's satisfying. A roller coaster of emotion that culminates with an intoxicating solution. Along your investigative journey, you're going to meet a god-tier cast of characters as well. Date and Aiba are joined in Abyss by Pewter and Boss. Date is essentially the adoptive father to Mizuki and her friends Iris and Ota. I'd go into more detail on these characters, who they are and what they do, but I think I've already said too much. The mind-blowing joy I felt was experiencing this game blind, and I think it would be a grievous sin to spoil any more for you. Suffice it to say, this game is worth a pickup. The story also helps facilitate the flowchart system of the game. It showcases an incredible quality of life feature that once you have completed a story route, you are able to view all major events in the game and return to a certain moment in time. This can be used to return to Somnium sections of the story and to make different decisions to choose different story routes. This can be helpful in quickly assessing the parts of the story that have forks in the road, so you don't have to start over from square one when wanting to continue with parts of the story you haven't experienced. People online will give a recommended order on how to experience this, but I went in blind and had a wonderful experience just taking it all in naturally, so don't feel pressured about following a certain path. Or not. Music. The music of AI, the Somnium Files, is phenomenal and helps transport you to this futuristic cyberpunk world that is dripping with personality, charm, and horror. The Somnium tracks help relate the ethereal and borderline insane nature of what is happening. If you are diving into the world of a traumatized child, then the haunting and oppressive nature of the music helps you to feel palpable fear of what has been experienced. If you are in the mind of the delusional otaku, then you can feel the grandiose and delusional nature of what is occurring in the over-the-top tunes. Oh, it's so good and definitely worth a listen. Kisuke Ito has done a phenomenal job with the diverse tracks that cover the entire gambit of emotions experienced in the game. I can't wait to hear his work in Nirvana Initiative, the sequel to the Somnium Files coming out next year. Presentation and gameplay. The presentation of AI the Somnium Files hits the theming of the game to a T. The menus feel almost like a digitized notepad for saving and viewing the flowchart. It is presented in a way that makes it feel as if the digital recording is coming out from Aiba, projecting into the mind of the main character Date. It is all so well put together and feels as if it is a AAA experience to me. The dynamic camera angles for murder scenes or chatting in the car between investigation locations induce a sense of realism. Now, one thing that did take me a hot minute to get used to was trying to click on smaller things during investigating scenes or questioning witnesses. For PC, this is probably not an issue with the mouse and keyboard, and on Switch you can just touch the screen in handheld mode to improve the searching capability. I did get used to it very quickly, and it was never a real issue, but just be mindful that you'll want to check the environment for clues. Also, if you feel you are getting stuck in questioning someone, make sure to exhaust all the dialogue options. There may be a few times when you are talking to someone and the same dialogue option will come up. That essentially means, do you want to continue this conversation or not? Once you have got all the information you need, the option will go away. Essentially, the investigation and questioning sections of the game boil down to experiencing the story. The gameplay portion outside of Somnium dives will be quick time events for moments of extreme danger, so be mindful for button prompts and inputs to help Date and Aiba escape the dark criminal world. It's so gratifying. The story and dialogue carry a tremendous weight and impact. This is a great starting point for someone who may be new to the visual novel genre, but still wants to feel moments of danger and stress reflected in the gameplay. I played this on the Nintendo Switch, and the performance was fantastic, outside of lag later in the game. Nothing game-breaking by any means. Playing this in handheld mode was a joy to experience, and I can't recommend the Switch version enough. But again, it's for all major consoles, so don't shy away from just hopping on the hype train for this one. Closing. AI the Somnium Files is arguably my favorite visual novel. Its story and characters made such a massive impact on me that I can't wait for the sequel and to see where this dreamlike roller coaster ride takes us. Don't miss out on this modern-day classic of storytelling. Well, there you have it. There's our deep dive review of AI the Somnium Files for the Nintendo Switch. Have you played this yet? What's your favorite Kotaro visual novel? Like this video if you like it, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more visual novel content. And until then, I'll see you all next time.